Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello, and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. What the heck is going on, everybody? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
I'm still wet.
Yeah.
Okay.
She got wet
Yeah, she did.
hardcore during the show.
She was
I
mellow
know a
today.
mallow.
I'm actually the one that got her really wet.
Yeah, you were. Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Mm-hmm.
Ice in my crack.
Yeah, you chose the bad option today.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get better with that game.
Have you ever had that, though? You're in the shower and some dick face comes and tries to play games and throws ice water or cold
Yeah.
ice on you. When you don't expect it, it sucks.
Used to have that a lot in college. That'd be a very popular thing that they would do to people. So you always had to kind of be ready.
Well, I thought I was eating something because you said open up. And so I went, and then you poured it down my back. I was like, what the hell?
I was trying to mind fuck you.
Well, you did a good job.
I tried to do your line. Open up, sweet baby.
Yeah. And that's what you got. Mm-hmm. Well, let's see. You got a whole bunch of comments from today's show to go through. If you missed it, we'll try to catch you up to speed. Jaybird and Denny's had another idea. This is Rubik's Cube Jail, where Jaybird goes into a room with a camera, and he can't come out until he's solved a Rubik's Cube. How long would he be in there? Don't know. Would people be able to help him easily solve it?
Some people are very supportive and encouraging of the bit.
Yeah.
Some people are dick faces.
Yeah.
I prefer to hear the dick face emails.
Oh, there's always some dick faces.
Robert said, I learned how to solve the Rubik's Cube in 7 days.
Okay.
So, there you go. So it took him a week. So if you did no work before you went in, that'd mean you'd be in that one room for 1 week.
But let me ask you this, Coach.
Yeah.
Let's say we do greenlight this thing, and we are on day 19, and it is not looking good. But I can't get out of this prison.
Right.
No one's going to stop it, right? No one's going to throw that. Or we'll be like the popcorn stunt where we got to, if there's danger there, we got to break me out.
I mean, I don't know what the danger is. You'd be in a room in your house, and we'd have bathroom breaks for you where you could go. You'd be able to sleep, and we'd get you food.
Can I...
It just sounds like it'd just be...
Can he have conjugal visits?
Can I also take my medicine?
Oh, sure. Yeah, of course. I mean, it's the reason why you're there in the first place.
My medicine.
Kevin's not about that kind of torture.
Yeah, whiskey and weed.
Yeah. No, we definitely got to green light that kind of stuff.
I'll smoke it off of the camera so we don't...
You're allowed to have whiskey, weed, and women.
Wow, that's a
Okay.
fucking... Well, let's do this bit.
Yeah.
Let's
He'll
fucking
never-
have
he'll
fun
never
with
come
it.
out.
Yeah, let's have a good time. You're right.
Oh, no, I want to go out into the real world. I just stay here forever. Let me see. And Jesus said, if you look it up on YouTube, there is a way to solve the Rubik's Cube. If you keep the same sequence, meaning turn left and then turn right, you'll actually get it to solve itself.
There is a combo. Some of these son of a bitches, they will do it for a world record. They'll solve the Rubik's Cube underwater with chains on in 30 seconds. It's insane.
The one that's most impressive to me is a person that solved 3 in like 30 seconds, and they juggled them. They would juggle and flip.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what the heck, man?
What an animal.
It was crazy.
You can't compete with that.
To
Yeah.
me, though, that is a level of greatness that should be known by more people. That is such an impressive thing to do.
It's
Amen.
unreal.
And no one really, no
couldn't
one
believe
knows who that is.
Yeah, it should have gotten, I mean, of all the dumb things that we've seen that have gone viral, that should have gotten more attention.
Yeah, why does that person not get a lot of shine from society, but some other bullshit does?
It's like one of the coolest things. If I just had a useless skill, that'd be one of them.
I guess the only thing they would knock you on, oh, it's really cool. It's really cool. I'd like to watch that live. But after a while, you'd go, okay, where's What's next? What other bullshit can you juggle and fit? I think people would want more from you.
Okay.
What's your next big hit?
Right, after you do it once or twice at a party, it's like, I've seen this act.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do
Although
something
that's
new.
fucking impressive, man.
It is very impressive. Yeah. AJ's got a question here about Denny's and Bird and their medical card. I was looking into getting a medical weed card for my chronic back pain that's causing me issues with sleep. Through my research, I do qualify with my medical records. I was just wondering if you had a recommendation on a doctor to use to try and get the card. Googling it, there seems to be lots of possible scammers out there. Also, I see some doctors only give you the script for shorter amounts of time with the hopes of getting you to give them more money via more appointments. I need my weed experts to set me straight on what is true so that I don't get ripped off.
Denny's!
Yeah, he'll tell you where to go, who to deal with. He likes going to places, too, that periodically have sales.
Well, there's a place right by my house. We've talked about it before, True Leave.
Yeah.
They always seem to have great deals and great sales, not only just on regular weed, but your dad,
Concentrates, edible.
all that stuff. I know the edible game is very big with a lot of people.
It's
Yeah.
probably one of the bigger ways, I'd say. The old school way, and then the just smoking, and then edibles are probably the two biggest.
And then the oil pen. People like to, sneak it at work.
I find
Where
people
should
do
he-
those in addition too.
Where should he go to get his card, though, and not get scammed?
So, I mean, there's a lot of doctors that are now offering it as well. So you can always check with
Mm.
your own doctor. But I mean, there's 2 doctors I know of that I can put somewhere if anyone needs
Okay.
the information, or if they send, I can just email them back the information.
There you go.
Our Dr. Feelgood will put you in contact with a new Dr.
But
Feelgood.
also, if you go to any dispensary just to ask questions, or they have references for doctors that they'll send you to as well. So you can
Okay.
always just go to a dispensary and ask, and they will give you 5 pamphlets of places you can go.
And what's your favorite dispensary?
It depends. It depends because they all. So
It's
in
kinda
order,
like Aston. Who'd you vote for, Denny's?
yeah. Well, it's tricky because businesses, they try to have something exclusive. Otherwise, why would you ever go to them, right? So each one kind of has their own. There's some that I like from certain places. When it comes to concentrates, I like True Leave.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Okay.
But I mean, I buy a lot of tanks from Surterra just because I find I like their tanks. So
Okay.
it's just preference.
Right.
And then sometimes you want to try something new. Maybe you've been on the same strain for a while, and even if you just in the circle of the ones they typically have on rotation, and you get burnt out on them, you want to try something new. It's just like everything. Humans are always looking for something new, and it's kind of fun to just go around and adventure with different
Yeah.
strains and whatnot.
And there's the X Factor, Gomez. Just a dude that sells it. You don't want to go through him, though.
No.
AJ was looking for a reliable doctor because he said, I see some will give you the script for a short amount of time, hoping you'll book more appointments, and then they kind of start getting more money out of you. So,
Gotcha.
That's
I
what he
mean,
was saying.
as with everything, there's probably always somebody shady. But if you go to there's a certain time frame. We just got an update. So the doctor I go to, and I think a lot of the doctors do this, they send you updates anytime the legislation changes so that it updates you currently with what they're doing. And I think they just extended the amount of time you can before your doctor visits. So it just got changed. So it's something that I think by being on, it's the mmj.reg.gov site, and that's where they keep all your information for if you're a card holder or not.
yeah, okay.
And on there, you can see the status of everything as well. But anytime there's a new legislation change or any sort of update on anything, you can always find it on that hub.
Okay.
And I think the doctors send out the emails as well.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, if you go to a dispensary and they give you one of their suggested doctors, they're probably not going to be a shady doctor because they're promoting through their company. It's going to reflect poorly on them.
Right.
So I wouldn't go if you're at a stoplight and you look in the grass and there's one of those staked signs in the grass that
Yeah.
says weed doctor, I would definitely not do them because those are going to be a shady doctor. And I see a lot of those signs just on billboards.
Yeah.
And you'll see them at pretty much anywhere there's some sort of forum. They always just stick up signs with the staples, and it's
But if they send you an email directly, you'll tell them where you go.
yeah. If you guys send it, I'll reference you over. I don't know what the rules are about me yelling out doctor names.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't really know.
Well, there's
but-
the emailer.
So I will let them know.
back.
But yeah, I mean, I know of 2 places you can go where it will be no shady ill doings.
Okay.
Good.
Now, this is a question said I wanted to ask Denny's and Bird their take on tipping at dispensaries. Mine has a sign up saying not to tip, and an employee voiced that she didn't think it was fair, and it got me wondering, Is it the right thing to do to tip an employee at a dispensary? We don't tip at Target or Publix or our regular pharmacy, so why is this different? It seems odd to tip people that are handing you a product unless maybe they are doing more work behind the scenes. Just curious on your opinions on whether you tip at dispensaries or not.
So it's dispensaries are still, when you pay, you have to pay in cash. So they either have an ATM inside or they have a machine. When you ring your card up, it'll charge you an even amount. So if you're buying $55 worth of stuff, it'll charge you $60, just like an ATM would. And then they give you back the difference in cash. So if I have a difference of $5 or less, I usually will throw it in the tip jar, depending especially on how busy they are. So a lot of the times I go, I usually try to go when there's a sale corresponding. So if there's a hurricane coming or a holiday coming, stuff in that nature, they usually run a sale. And so in those days, they are slammed.
I will say I was kind of shocked in a good way how quick and efficient they were during hurricane time. Very
They
quick.
were pumping it, yeah. But they're slammed, and they're going through hundreds of people in a day.
Oh,
so
sure.
on those days, I'll leave a tip. But if it doesn't line up, then I don't feel like you are pressured to. I also noticed just across the board, in general, every place now has a tip jar. Whatever they
Everyone.
are. So maybe they might be just jumping on that same bandwagon.
Yeah.
Everyone's got tipping.
They're just taking a chance on it. If you won't give me free money, cool.
I think if you put it out there and somebody's feeling generous, like if I have a couple extra bucks from the cash transaction, I will just throw that in there. And if you get 5 people a day like me that do that, I mean, that's easily $30 that the employees for that shift can split up.
Fuck it, I'm doing it right now. Putting a cup right in front of me.
All right.
You should get a tip jar.
Radio tips. Hey, here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a funny joke. I should get a tip.
Yeah, tip jar's
But
empty.
I wouldn't feel obligated. If you had a buck or two, that's fine. On busy days, I'll tip them. On non-busy days, I tend to not.
People aren't gonna. It's one of those things where people are gonna tip if they have the money, but on your things that are not regular, like your mail person or the person at the dispensary, if it's not out there in front, you're not gonna get most people tipping you. Most people don't know the mail person's even a thing about tipping.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Okay, got a question here from Michael. He said, Jaybird seems like he loves doing fun things with his house. I'm curious why he doesn't go all out for Christmas with lights and decorations for that.
I just haven't had time.
Okay.
He really got into Halloween.
And Halloween's probably your favorite.
Halloween is my favorite, and I really do love Christmas. I know I've talked some shit about some Christmas songs, but I do love Christmas. I honestly haven't had time. I got family stuff going on, and you guys know how it is. As soon as there's any kind of curveball thrown at you, everything else goes to shit.
Yeah, you do have some curvy balls.
I got some curvy balls right now, and just my eye has not been on the Christmas ball, but it's still early.
Okay.
It's December 5th. I still got time to Christmas this shit up.
You can put a Santa jacket on that werewolf.
I know. I want to try to build a. And never mind. Never mind.
How
You got
big
some
of a
more
jacket?
projects?
I got so many weird projects going on.
Okay.
But when they all come together,
Yeah.
chef's kiss, baby. It's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be nice.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nice.
Get some Santa hats for the dinosaurs, too. You'll be covered.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. We spent a lot of time in that dinosaur garden now.
Yeah.
That's kind of where you get away.
Okay.
You ever need to get away from that family?
Yeah.
Come on over.
Dinosaur Garden it is.
I'm gonna take you out to the dinosaur garden. I'll make sure you have all kind of great snacks.
Okay.
What, keto friendly?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I should just have crustaceans ready to go for you, Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
Just a tank of them.
If you got some scrimps,
Fucking whatever you crawfish in the freezer.
I think it's oyster and crab season.
Okay.
Oyster beer.
Yeah, get those, and when she comes over in 3 or 4 weeks, and you can let her have some.
Yeah, maybe you can throw up on my dinosaur like you threw up on my wall.
Throwing up oysters.
Chris said, is Jaybird using all of his drive-through bank containers for his time capsules?
That's very funny. That is
Those
funny.
do make a good time
my
capsule.
gosh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Talk about how you buried a time capsule in your backyard.
Yeah, it's kind of shocked you didn't think I'd do that, Virginia. Building or making a time capsule is not hard at all.
Well, didn't you do one before at your old place? Because we've talked about trying to go in there and dig that up.
I did in Lake Park. You're talking?
Yeah, your old house.
Oh man,
Childhood house.
Gosh, my childhood house has got so much cool shit buried in that backyard. So much shit.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'd do anything. But it's probably all ruined now. There's no
time.
way. Yeah, there's no way that stuff. Someone
It's
told
probably
me.
preserved.
If you
think?
put it in a capsule, it's good. If you just put it randomly in the ground.
Well, that stuff in the capsule will be probably all right, but I'm talking about just all the toys and shit that I buried back there. Man, I'd love to go back there.
bodies.
Yeah.
There's probably bodies there now.
Likes to bury things.
Yeah, I like to bury.
Like childhood trauma.
A random habit. Burying stuff.
I don't bury. All right, let's not get. I don't just bury random stuff. I buried stuff when they would die in battle. Danny.
Got Angie from Stewart. She was in Daytona Beach and stopped by the Buc-ee's for the first time.
Oh, yes.
A little Bigfoot section, just to let you know. A shirt said, "You better squatch out." Was
pretty
what
sweet.
It says there. Yeah. He said the Buc-ee's here is on a whole other level.
Did you get the brisket?
Oh shit!
You kind of have to.
The Buc-ee's is most famous for their brisket.
Brisket and beaver nuggets.
Yes.
You had the brisket,
I did.
and you loved it.
I loved it. You can either get it by the pound or you can get it on a little sandwich. I got it by the pound because it's keto friendly that way, and I'm trying to not do carbs or sugar. It's so hard. But I just sit in the car and just eat a bunch of meat. So good.
Brisket belly over there. Ugh.
That must be a trend with some of those gas stations, though, because there's another gas station that's famous for their brisket cuts, and it's a gas station. You pull up and fuel up your car, and they get brisket. It's so random to me.
Yeah, I could see truckers or just
Yeah, it's a thing though. I've
people
seen
that
other
travel
places.
loving meat.
Truckers and witches love it.
Buc-ee's is the best though.
Buc-ee's brisket is famous.
I know, man. I wanted to go so bad. We were so close to going. I got fucking COVID. On the way to Buc-ee's, literally.
Corey Feldman, let's stop there. We'll be up.
He started yelling, I have COVID.
I knew I had
I
it.
have COVID.
We were having
Declared it.
Shut the F up.
We were having a great time too, and I don't know how y'all did not get COVID because we shared a lot of stuff. And I stood up and go, "Yep, I got COVID again," and I did. I called it.
You felt it.
But it was on the way to Buc-ee's.
Oh, wow.
I wanted to go in. It's that nice. You say.
Oh, I
It's an
love
experience.
Buc-ee's. It's an experience. You really have to go do it just so you can see just how crazy it is. But it is busy whenever you go. Just be prepared. It's going to be a little bit of a line.
Does that at all get you excited going to a Buc-ee's, or is that just not at all tickle your dick at all? With
Mildly, yeah, but I'm not going to go out of my way. If I'm driving by, let's pop in.
You would like the brisket.
Yeah, I would. So I'll probably do that, but I hate lines. So it's
They move
It's so,
quick.
yeah, and there's so much stuff in there. It's like a theme park.
When we went in there, they had the beaver in the costume, like a guy, like a Chuck E. Cheese costume, but
amazing.
a Buc-ee's beaver. He's walking around taking pictures of people. It was so cool.
just singing for supper.
Singing for his supper.
We're supposed to go to Corey Feldman.
Spookala.
Spookala is
It's
the name of it.
happening up in Ocala.
Spookala.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's a horror film convention or a Halloween enthusiast convention.
And here's what we
In
think.
December?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Here's what we think
What
happened.
did you guys sign up for?
Well, here's what we think happened. We think that they signed Corey Feldman, but only with the fact that he could play
stipulation.
The stipulation he could do a concert, because the concert's free, but the tickets cost
Because
money.
they have celebrities there doing meet and greets and signings and stuff. And I think they got Corey Feldman for it, but he goes, I'm not doing it unless you guys let me perform.
He's gonna force people to listen to his music.
Oh, that's amazing.
I know. So these are people that aren't there for Corey Feldman's music.
Unlike you.
They're there for
Exactly.
the festival.
Yeah.
They've never seen this before, so it's going to rock some people.
That's why we think this is gonna be awesome.
People are going to be like, what the hell?
I know.
They are.
They are gonna be
That's
like, what the
exactly what
hell?
they're going to say.
Oh, it's going to be great.
I know.
I can't wait for it.
What's the date?
It's not
coming
this
up-
weekend, but next weekend.
Yep, it's about 2 weeks away.
During the naughty party?
Oh,
What's the actual the hard date of the naughty party?
oh, fuck.
Oh, boy.
What's the hard date?
Hard date of the naughty party is the 16th.
All right, we're good. This is 17th. It should be
Oh.
Saturday the 17th.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. All right, we'll talk.
All right.
Damn. Are you trying to get out of the naughty party?
No, you psycho. I'm not.
I was going to make pizzas for you.
Oh, now you don't have to tempt me. There's enough there to be tempted.
Oh, there's lots of pie, and it ain't just pizza.
Nice.
She's here all day.
Yep. Let me see. Other stuff going on here. I don't know if this looks good to you, but there's crock pot pierogi casserole.
Oh.
Looks like they got some pierogies there. Nice creamy white sauce, and then some sausages in that.
I know it sounds like I'm kissing the witch's ass a lot, but she makes a good fucking pierogi too, man.
She does, okay.
Oh, what about those other pierogies I brought you from that pierogi store? Those were good too.
I liked yours better.
You did like mine better?
I liked yours better, man.
Wow, that's a compliment.
Wow.
Pizza and pierogies.
They were good. I ate about 14 of them.
Virginia's, right?
Yeah.
Well, I rolled into this party where everybody but me is high, and I brought all these pierogies, and I turned around and they were gone. I'm like, what the?
Just like that, huh?
A 5-gallon bucket's worth of
I brought a
pierogies.
gallon bucket
It was
worth of
It was
pierogies.
a 5-gallon bucket, I thought.
I was so excited to finally eat them, and everyone left, and I went to go eat the pierogies, and all there was just a piece of onion left. To say I was devastated is an understatement.
Your boys annihilated the pierogies.
Oh, it's fucking, I know.
After a few of them annihilated the pot brownies that they didn't realize had pot in them.
Which is insane, by the way.
This one guy ate about 7 pot brownies, and then they told him, you know, there's pot in those. He goes, what?
And then he
While eating it.
Wow.
It's like,
While eating it. It was his 7th one. He started
Oh, my
tripping
gosh.
It was little
balls.
slices.
Well, then-
yeah, he was tripping
Yeah.
balls.
Well, then he
basically.
goes, you got to put a sign there. Go, brother, the sign's right there. Pot brownies. It's right there. It's like, oh.
I didn't see it. He ate 7 of them.
To be fair, it said brownies, and then underneath it said pot brownies. You know what I'm saying?
We wrote pot kind of small.
Yeah, we should have wrote. Whoever wrote it must have been high because they wrote it upside down.
I know who wrote it. I'll talk to him.
They should have put pot on
You don't
top.
want to finger him
No.
live on the podcast?
No, but the person that ate the pot brownies should have definitely known.
Well, it was their
Everything
fault.
there. Everything there is pot based.
It was their
Except the
fault.
pierogies.
Yes.
The
pierogies were
pierogies
not.
that I made were the only thing that didn't have pot in them.
Oh man, they were so good though.
I got this from Jennifer. I think you guys talked about this. Choco Taco No Mas. So instead, try the Haagen-Dazs Caramel Cone.
Oh yeah,
Pretty
that's
close
good.
second, she says.
I just love a cone, but it's refrigerated in the cone.
Oh, I love it.
With the
Oh,
ice
yeah.
cream in there. Like that is just delicious.
Oh, it's so good.
You know who does a good little Sunday ice cream cone? Is Publix. Their generic one. They when you bite into the cone, it's kind of chewy and sweet.
I like that.
I
I do
it.
like a chewy cone.
Me too.
If it's chewy cone with caramel or fudge.
Yes, and then you bite down, and it
Oozes.
It squirts.
And then the bottom of the cone's got that extra flavor. in
It finishes in your mouth.
it. It's not wrong.
It wasn't supposed to turn sexual, but,
But
you're
I mean-
right. You say squirt, everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, squirt!"
Squirt was buy one get one over the weekend.
I know.
It was on the 2 liters.
Oh, something tells me he brought a few of them home.
I'm going through a lot of soda right now because my brother goes through a lot of soda.
Oh, he does.
he
loves
is
soda.
He
He's
is
squirting everywhere.
He's just squirting everywhere, Virginia.
Like how much soda are we talking?
An alarming amount. I'm talking probably. I'm gonna monitor it, but if I had to guess, I'm gonna say 6.3 per day.
6.3
Wow.
2
So is it a-
liters?
I think so.
Cans?
Cans?
Not
Oh,
2
cans.
liters. Cans. 2 liters. No.
Denny's talking about 2 liters.
But still, 6 cans.
Probably cans.
That's a
Yeah.
lot.
That's a lot.
That's good, yeah.
It's a good amount.
It's healthy soda
Is he
diet.
just eating like that because he's a guest at your house? Because it's kind of like you're on vacation.
I agree.
When you're a guest in somebody's house, you're just kind of like, fuck it.
Yeah. Well, I definitely have the fucking vibe going on.
You do. Your house is all about fuck it. You want to get drunk? You want to get stoned? Fuck it.
Marital problems? Yeah, fuck it. Come on in.
That's what you should call it.
Fu-
Little fucking hideaway.
Come to the fucking dinosaur garden.
Look over here. There's a werewolf. Fuck it.
Well, last week we were talking about a different kind of cookie and got an interesting little piece of artwork here.
What?
Somebody said, I have a Bahamian friend who is an architect by profession. His name is Monty Knowles. He lives in Nassau. And even though he has a proper job, truly his passion is body painting and photography. His creations are sensational. So just kind of a quick warning here. You're going to see a different kind of Cookie here. He goes and he paints up women's labias.
Wow. How do you get that gig?
I was
Yeah.
say,
Hell, I'll volunteer just for free.
You missed your calling.
who knew that was out there? As a
I wonder if
job?
you can paint those with your nipple.
I mean,
Looks
now,
like a coral reef. You look at that.
it looks like a
Wow.
beautiful fish.
How about that?
That is beautiful.
Oh.
It's pretty amazing, right?
And I mean that in a very
Wow. Okay.
nice way.
It kind of reminds me of like the Lion King.
It does when they're painted up.
Hakuna Matata.
Or a clownfish.
Matata.
Yeah.
Cooter.
Hakuna Matata.
Yeah, it's very artistic.
Would you let Panda do that to you? If you wanted to get real up close and personal, because he's a good painter.
He painted my ass. Remember, he painted my ass. He made it into a pumpkin a few
Oh
Halloweens
yes,
ago.
absolutely.
My ass was a giant pumpkin.
Imagine what he could do in the front of the house.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to make sure the paint's not toxic.
Well, yeah,
because
we don't
Well,
want.
yeah, I mean-
we're not trying to poison your pussy.
I don't want to get poison pussy.
He's like using spray cans.
Hakuna Matata.
He's tagging
Now
a
you're
wall.
gonna die.
No, we'll make sure that this
Yeah,
is
not toxic.
vagina-friendly paint. Come on, what kind of operation?
Is there a
you think
special pussy paint?
There's got.
They must. That guy's profession is pussy painting.
Yeah,
Have we
absolutely.
checked on that girl? Is she okay?
She's not yet.
I think there's probably paint you could probably paint down there, and even maybe.
Oh yeah, body paint.
Edible?
Edible.
Scratch and
No doubt.
sniff.
Okay.
No doubt.
Oh, like frosting.
Billy from Maryland sent an email. And he said, "Heard you guys talking about the $5,000 to jump in poison ivy naked. All I can say is don't do it. I had a buddy in middle school, Dale.
Dale.
Dale, seems like
Dale
you'd
would do anything.
You're right.
Anything.
We were playing in the woods behind my house and stumbled upon a patch of poison ivy. I noticed it and told Dale to stay away. His response was that he was immune to it and it doesn't do anything to him, and proceeded to grab a handful and shove it down his pants.
Damn, Dale.
Yeah.
He
Dale-
put it on his dick?
He did. He wasn't at school the next day. Wasn't there the next 2 weeks. He was not immune to it, and his little stunt landed him in the hospital for 2 weeks because the poison ivy had gotten into the 2 holes you never want to have it get into. Just a warning.
Aretha Franklin in the butthole.
And he said we really didn't hang out after that. So
Well, because
Dale was ashamed.
Whoa, yeah.
Dale tried to fuck Poison Ivy. And Poison Ivy gave him.
The worst STD ever. Everybody knows poison ivy's a loose hooker.
Dale.
Wow.
That Dale.
Dale.
That's a tough week. Michael wanted us to do a poll here. He said it seems everybody I talk to doesn't trust an auto mechanic. They either get their car back with issues they weren't experiencing before, or they think there's some profit quota for an auto mechanic to meet the results and suggestions for the repairs that aren't necessary. I'm at Mazda right now, and I'm waiting for my car to be done. I can't stop thinking, what bullshit are they going to find now that prevents me from just getting the oil change that I was scheduled for and leaving? I feel it happens more times than not. Does the majority of people feel this way, or is there an auto mechanic from a certified dealer or private auto shop that can call in to give us info we don't necessarily know about their job? What are your thoughts?
We always use Klepto. Our friend Klepto from the Snack Pack, he started a business where he comes to you, and he is an honest guy. He's a straight up guy.
Okay, well, that's just it. We know Klepto. He's one of my best friends, and I trust him. I know of his character. I've been fucked over by mechanics. We've all been fucked over by mechanics probably more than 5 times. So when shit like that does happen, you kind of it does, it puts a little stank on the industry.
A lot of times when you bring it to the dealership, their job, what their bosses tell them to do is upsell you. And I don't know if they're like being shady. I'm sure some are and some aren't, but you never know the difference between them just trying to upsell you or them actually being shady.
Because there's honest, good people out there doing business, but if you don't know the person that well and you've been fucked over, you're going to go in there with some caution.
But
Yeah.
Klepto, it's called Altman Automotive, and he'll come to my house. He'll
Yeah.
change my oil right there in my driveway.
Which that kind of stuff, I love the whole I'm going to come to you. There's nothing
Yeah.
more annoying than doing an adult type of chore.
And when I go to Valvoline, because I have at times when Klepto couldn't get me in his schedule, I've gone to Valvoline. You know, when I had the bigger SUV, it was $120 at Valvoline. And with Klepto, it was $100, and he came to my yard.
It's so much better.
So it was cheaper and more convenient. I mean, he's out there changing my oil while I'm, taking a nap or playing with the clam or whatever you're going to do.
Playing with the clam.
You can just be in your house
Doing
doing your
whatever.
thing, and he's in your yard working, and it's cheaper than the
If
Valvoline.
only you knew what you're doing inside.
No one believes she's playing with her clam.
I wasn't.
Yeah, see,
trying
so
to make it-
as I'm saying,
I was trying to make it sexy.
I called her Muff Bluff, and
Oh, she was just bluffing.
The muff
about the
bluff.
muffin.
but
He is great though.
he is great.
He is the
and we
best.
know him. That's what you're saying.
We know him, and it's not like we're sending you to somebody that we don't know.
Well, that's the problem with I need a handy person, and the people that I want aren't able to do it. When you start asking for handy stuff that I don't know how to do, that I need help with, I've been burned that way. So now I think everyone's fucked. I have a tough time trusting people I don't know. when it
Because we've
come-
been burned.
Absolutely been burned.
He goes on to say that I left the place saying, or they left, when I left, they told me that I needed my fluid flushed, brake fluid flushed, blower, motor for air conditioning, wheel bearing, and spark plugs totaling close to $2,000.
Yeah, that feels like way too much. If you go to the dealership, that happens to me every time. They always try to upsell you on 18 different things. Klepto will shoot straight with you and tell you, okay, you don't need this right now. You don't need that. Because I brought Klepto that list from BMW because they say, if you have a BMW, take it to BMW, which Klepto is kind of gets the parts from BMW, but doesn't pay that big ass price.
Yeah. Well, talking about scams, another sighting. Rose saw those violin players at a Target in New Jersey. So
They're
in the parking lot.
everywhere.
Yeah, they are.
I just want to know how it started. I feel like there's an organization. There's a main person in charge of that entire kind of operation where there's a playbook.
I think people just see it, and if they figure out, okay, oh, this is a great scam,
It's not though.
it's easy to duplicate.
Is it a good scam? I think it's kind of a shitty scam.
How much money would you make if you went out and did that? you
Dude,
think?
before I knew it was a scam, I gave them like $10 or whatever.
right.
I never give that much.
If you have a sad ass sign, if you're able to get a kid there looking sad as well, and
Yes,
then
that's what it was. It was a dad and a kid, and the kid was playing like Lady Gaga songs, but on the violin. I was like, damn,
She's loving it, drinking it in.
this is a good song.
Then the song stops and the kid's still playing.
There's drums in it.
Well, remember? That's what blew the whole thing off, blew the lid off of it. I put that video up, and then all the kind of people were commenting, you stupid bitch, it's not real. And I was like, wait, what?
Don't you hate when
Because
that
I was
happens?
so like proud of myself that I gave money to this talented, obviously headed for Juilliard music school kid. I'm like, I just helped pay for his soon-to-be college.
I know that feeling when you're the
You
last
stupid
When
bitch.
I was a stupid bitch. I was walking Chewy one day, and I might have been stoned. I don't know. And
were stoned.
We're sitting there, and I'm just petting Chewy underneath a tree, and I go, "Holy shit!
This isn't Chewy.
That bird!"
It's a person.
It's my neighbor. What the fuck?
Who is this?
I'll have what he's smoking.
I'm chilling, and I go, "Oh my gosh, that bird just landed on top of that other bird's shoulders, and that bird's not doing nothing about it. It's letting it just kind of walk on the shoulder. It was a fake bird that it landed on, and I posted it up like a dumb fuck on social media. Guys, look at this thing. A bird
It was
jumped on
a
this bird.
plastic decoy.
It's meant
It was
for
a plastic decoy bird.
It's meant for birds to fucking.
Oh, it's
He
great.
thought it was bird
Oh,
piggyback.
I couldn't believe it. I go,
I'm
I
sure
can't,
nobody had anything to say.
I can't wait to read the comments.
You stupid bitch.
Damn, I'm a stupid bitch. Oh man, you couldn't delete it either because it was too public.
Damn it.
When you post something and you're so excited and then like 15 people call you a stupid bitch.
Yeah.
It does suck.
But if they were two real birds, how great would that be?
Oh, it'd be amazing.
Would have been great.
It would have been amazing.
If only. All right. Well, thank you, Frank. for all the emails. You can always send them to us. Mail at kvjshow.com, mail at kvjshow.com. Y'all have a great Monday. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.